Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Emily. I was actually not expecting to make this video because I didn't know this was gonna happen, but today I'm gonna be telling you guys the story of how I went to a restaurant and it was the worst customer service ever. Let's get started. So, my mom and I and a few of my aunts went to the city last weekend to go to an exhibit. It was really, really fun, and I enjoyed it a lot. After the exhibit was over, it was like noon, and we were going to go to lunch at a cafe. The cafe wait time was like 3 hours, and we didn't want to wait that long. So we passed a popcorn place that had popcorn. And my aunt knows that popcorn is like my favorite food, and she's like, you have to try this. And so, but we saw that the line for the popcorn was like all the way down the street. And we're like, oh, that's weird. So then we were going to, like, we also saw that there was a window where it was like pick up or like order online and pick it up for a quick delivery. So we're like, oh, we'll do that. So my aunt places the order and it's like, oh, it'll be ready in a half hour. One of my other aunts started to not feel very well and she wanted to get a drink so she could take medicine, and she didn't have any. There was a Starbucks down the block, so we went to the Starbucks and got drinks. And then we were just kind of like hanging around outside the Starbucks waiting for our popcorn to be ready. And so we eventually got a notification that the popcorn was done, and we now realize that oh my god, hiccups, I'm so sorry, that the line for the pickup window was now all the way down. So we waited in it for like 45 minutes probably, and then this man, we were kind of close to the front, and this man got out of the line and went to the front, not because he was trying to cut it off, but because he wanted to talk to the workers, so why it was taking so long. I loved this man. He was so nice. He went up to the worker and was like, hi, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm kind of in a hurry and I was just wondering how long it'll be until the food's ready. And the man looked at him, crossed his arms and goes, I don't know. I said it just like that. The man's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I was being rude. I was just curious if you knew what time my food would be ready. I'm kind of in a hurry. So nice. And the man had his hand on the window here because he didn't want the worker to shut it. And the worker slams the window on his hand. And the man's like, oh, I guess I can wait then. And my heart immediately broke. It was so sad. So he went back to his spot in line and we all applauded him because he was amazing. And then we finally get up to the front and my aunt grabbed the food and was like, thank you, have a great day. And the worker's like, there, you happy? Here's your food now. So it was just really unnecessary. So at this point we were really hungry because we'd waited so long for the popcorn. So we were going to go to a Red Robin that was nearby. And then it was in a mall. And we went to the mall where the Red Robin was. And there was no Red Robin. We were running late because we had to get back home for my best friend's concert that she was putting on, a band concert, and we really didn't want to miss it, so we had to rush home. So we're like, oh, we'll just get something fast, the food court food, because the mall had a food court. I mean, it wasn't crazy expensive, but it wasn't McDonald's, it wasn't fast food. So everyone kind of did their own thing. People got Mexican, someone got Potbelly, people got pizza, people just did their own thing. And then my mom and I decided to get a burger place that we thought would be good. And this girl was kind of like snarky, but it wasn't anyone you would like avoid going to because of her. So like anytime my mom would tell her what we wanted, like I'll have a cheeseburger, she'd be like, what else do you want? Like every time. So that got kind of annoying. And then she gave us the buzzer, and it was one of those things like when the buzzer goes off, come in and get your food. And we went to like wait outside, and we waited like 20 minutes. Oh my god, I keep tilting the camera. This is what happens when you have a $5 tripod from Amazon. So we waited like a couple minutes, and then we like realized that it was taking a lot longer than it should for like normal fast food. And so we went inside, and then the buzzer started going off. So we went inside, and then the buzzer started going off. We're like, oh, okay, cool. The worker that like took our order comes up to us and is like, what order were you? It was like kind of like yelled at us. It was like, what order are you? Like, what number are you? And we told her like 45. I think it was 45. I don't remember. And she goes, 45? And we're like, yeah. So then she like turned around and like started talking to the chef who was like at the grill, and he hadn't started cooking the food yet. So then she looked in a bag that was like on the counter and goes, oh, that's not yours. And then like walked into the break room. I guess it was time for her break because she like left and never came back. So that was kind of annoying. And then like 20 minutes later, the chef came and realized we had been waiting there for a long time, and it's like, what number are you? We're like 45. And then he goes to the cash register, prints up a new receipt, and then hands the receipt to the other chef. So at this point, they hadn't even started cooking our food yet. And then like my aunt came down because she realized that it was taking a really long time because everyone else in my family had already gotten their food and eaten it, and we still hadn't gotten our food yet. So she realizes that it's going to be a very long time. My aunt is very confrontational. I am not very confrontational. So the guy came over again. He started like talking to my mom. And then my aunt kind of started screaming at him because he was like not doing his job at all. And then he came over to us like one other time and was like, oh yeah, the girl gave away her food, and then walked away. And we're like, okay. So I guess this girl gave away our food. So we waited, and then we finally got our food, and my aunt is like, has been screaming at this guy for so long. And then he's like, well, she was supposed to tell you it would be a 30-minute wait. And my mom's like, we just looked at each other and we're like, she didn't. We waited an hour and a half for this stupid restaurant. And it was so not worth it. Because the customer service was so bad. Like, the man didn't even apologize. Like, he was just like, oh yeah, she messed up. And we're like, yeah, we know. I would have been okay with it if he was like, I'm so sorry this happened, or like, here's a discount, or here's your coupon, like, come back and say this again, it won't happen again. But he wasn't. He was just like, okay, go now. And we're like, what the heck? So, oh my god. I think I need to go, like, talk to a friend or something, because I've been talking for too long. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, press the red subscribe button, and ding the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video. Here are my social media handles. I'll put them on this side of the screen. Make sure you check out my podcast called Disney Geeks, available on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and Apple Music. I love you guys so much, and see you in my next one. Bye!